Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next live reaction video. My Little Pony Make Your Mark, the traditional unicorn sleepover. Whatever that means. In the last episode, we had almost a classic children's episode where, Sunny and Hitch temporarily switched personalities and learned that, each other's job is harder than they think. But in some ways, the more interesting thing is we got to learn a little bit more about Opaline and Misty's motivations. But unfortunately now Misty will have to infiltrate the Bright House and steal the lantern. No! So the plot thickens, so let's find out what happens next. So, the next episode is upon us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay!
Oh, save your stocking for food, not flowers.
Oh, but I'm hungry.
It's okay. You didn't know any better. And you're just getting your sillies out.
Okay.
No, I didn't mean to silly out even more. Stop.
Wow.
Sparky.
You can run fast. Oh, ow. He's really strong, too. Oh, look, a dark alley.
Okay, enough running for today. Huh? What's wrong?
What?
You're acting like there's some mysterious and scary presence
Is he
lurking in the
behind
shadows
you?
behind me.
Yes, there is. No!
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it shine.
Yo!
Oh, let's make our mark together. Just riding on forever. On getting better, better, better. Every pony, everywhere. You can feel it in the air and just glow and shine. Make a mark that can share. Hook to heart, we care. Oh, ponies, come tonight.
Hi, friend. What's your name? I'm Izzy Moonbow.
Oh.
Misty, I just got into town and now I'm gonna leave. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, I remember when I was new in town. Do you want me to show you around? No, don't mind him. He's probably just excited to see another unicorn. Wait a minute. Unicorns. You, me, us. We can be unicorn friends. Sorry. I've been told my hugs can be pretty heavy duty.
Bye. No!
This is incredible.
How did you do that?
I made a new unicorn friend just like that. I've known a lot of unicorns, but something about you feels different.
You could say that.
Must be. Because you're my first official unicorn friend here in Maritime Bay!
Oh.
Yes, that must be it.
Yes, it's totally not because I'm evil.
I've been missing Bridalwood so much lately. The trees, the teas, even the jinxies. I bet we could spend hours bonding over Bridalwood experiences, having both grown up as unicorns, right?
Yeah, well,
What's gotten into you, little Spark? Misty's our friend. We'll celebrate us meeting with a traditional unicorn sleepover.
Is it a little early for that?
Tradition for whenever you make a very special new best friend. You've never heard of it?
No. Yes, I have.
Over, which is when cry over not having any lunch, like me, which is why I thought of it just now. I'm really hungry.
So it's official. You're to sleep over at the Crystal Bright House tonight.
Oh.
Tonight, but I can't really, and there's something.
I'm gonna have snacks
Oh.
and streamers and tea lights. Those hay pillows over there. Okay, gotta go get ready. See you later.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
So, I get to go to the party?
Oh, Misty, you're going to party it up all right. You're going to party all night until you steal Sunny's precious magic lantern.
I'm not really sure that's how parties work. I've
No.
never been to one. You're the expert.
Get in that lighthouse.
Lighthouse?
And
Whatever.
get there, find that lantern.
Okay.
She had a horn just like me and hooves just like me and a face just like me.
No.
She sounds like a unique unicorn.
And you
Okay.
said Sparky was growling? I wonder why.
I don't think he likes her.
Sparky growls at every pony and every twig, bug, and critter. He's just a curious baby dragon. It's what he does.
Speaking of, it's time to get this little guy back to the station and start his bedtime routine.
Okay. Aww.
Time? I've got to get moving. There's so many great treats and traditions to get ready. This is going to be the best sleepover pony's ever been to in all of Bridalwood.
Oh.
I mean, Maritime Bay.
Yay.
I mean, Equestria.
Well, I thought my birthday party last year was pretty epic, but guess the bar is always rising.
Roll out the yarn balls.
Yarn balls?
Whoop, whoop. String up the tea lights.
Oh.
Hang lots of colorful scarves for ambience.
Okay.
Toss. She's here. Welcome to the Bright House, Misty.
Oh, I didn't catch your last name.
Last name.
What?
Bright House.
Misty Bright House?
Bright Dawn. Bright Dawn.
Brighton?
Misty Bright Dawn to the best unicorn sleepover
Nice
of your
save, I guess.
unicorn life.
So nice
so
to finally
pretty.
meet you, Misty. Izzy's told us. Told you?
Told me?
you what?
Misty
When
told
did
you.
you sit into Maritime Bay? Oh, in town just for a visit or staying permanently?
Now.
Buddy, you're hoofing it up the wrong hill. You don't need to detective her. Misty's our friend.
Well,
You're way behind schedule.
I guess
Come
technically she
on,
does, but not.
unicorns.
Oh. I sense something. Okay. Ooh. Oops.
Oh, my glitter.
Ah. Oh dear, that looks dangerous. Ow. At least she had something soft to land on.
How does this game work? The rules of Dare the Mayor go. If a player spins the wheel and lands on an odd number, then they dare the mayor to do something fun. If it lands on an even number, they dare the mayor to do something funny. And if their fun is too funky or fun, they go back and do it all over again.
That makes total sense.
It does.
Explaining the rules took too long. Gotta move on, party ponies. The art of hoof reading has been in the Rainbow family. It all started with great Auntie Buttons.
Is it? Oh. Hi.
Ooh, so interesting. Tea time!
Okay.
Misty, those chilies were for reading, not for drinking.
Oh. Oh well. It was still tasty.
Ponycorn Station!
Oh, thanks, Izzy.
Yummy.
This is the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life!
What?
I say every time I eat it, because I eat it all the time. Or did, when I lived in Bridalwood all my life.
Yeah, right.
Trotting Hill, a unicorn sleepover classic that we only have 3 minutes to move. Go! I'm just a unicorn standing in front of another unicorn, asking him to share with her.
Aw.
So romantic. Izzy, you think we can slow down a bit?
I've barely made a dent in my chocolate ponycorn.
I'll help you finish it. So,
Oh.
anything we need to speed up. If we don't do everything, it's jinxy. What's jinxy?
Oh no.
You are so funny.
Don't you think it's a little weird he's just as lost as us? She claims to have grown up in Bridalwood, but it's as if she's never even been there. Pip, what's next,
Where did
Izzy?
you go?
Ask an amethyst. What's that?
You mean having conversations with your crystals is just a unicorn thing? Oh, can you believe that,
Oh, this
Misty?
popcorn is so yummy.
Where's that little dragon from earlier? Shouldn't he be enjoying the party?
Oh, Sparky? Hitch is limiting the overnight dragon sitting until he gets the hang of his dragon fire.
Is that magical? Like your our cutie marks?
It's definitely something. We're not sure what.
Can transform all sorts of stuff, though. Even cutie marks. Just ask Sunny about the hitch switch.
Really be telling her all this?
And now for my favorite part. Well, next to my other favorite and my other favorite. It's a sleepover sing-along.
The what?
We sing this all the time back in Bridalwood. Even fools know it.
Why don't you and Misty do it as a duet? Teach us together.
Oh.
Brilliant idea. Jump into the chorus together, then you take the verse. Sing now, sleepover friends. Time to dream of crystals and gems. When night has come and games are done, unicorns hold their crystals and sing.
Awkward.
Get on your hoops and play along, 'cause that's
Oh dear.
what happens. Have fun with friends. Oh, I guess we just learned different versions. That's okay.
I'm sorry we don't know a ton of
blame
unicorn
you.
stuff, Izzy. We are happy to learn.
And we're happy to do all the other things you had planned.
May just take us a while.
Oh, thanks, guys. We can continue our list. I'll just sing the song by myself later.
No, of course not. I'll sing it with you.
Or maybe we can play another game together.
What about that unicorn tradition you mentioned where we all balance yarn balls down to the highest number we can think of?
Where is that lantern?
It's right over there.
Ooh, I can use this. Opaline?
Opaline.
Oh, this thing doesn't work inside the bright house.
Oh. That was a good attempt, though.
Opaline,
Ah.
I'm in. No lantern. What do I do next?
Think, Misty. There's got to be some way up to that glass room. It'll be there with the prism beam. Don't come back without it. Then their power is ours. Oh, better, Misty. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a show-off.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Why isn't it working?
Interesting. Busted.
Go find out.
Find what out?
Let's figure out this keypad to go up to the washroom. So embarrassing.
You were trying to find the washroom in the elevator?
No, but I thought I'd go look at the view first. It's a fun Bridalwood tradition. Probably why you didn't know about it.
First Bridalwood tradition I totally get. I love awesome views. Maybe I'll take you up there to look some other time.
Okay.
But the washroom is down there.
Right.
I'll be sure to take you up on that. Well, that was fun. I guess it's over now. Good night,
Oh.
every pony. I'm not that sleepy. Are you, Pip?
What?
no,
what? Did
no,
you say
I'm
something?
fired up for
Perfectly
more
fine.
fun, actually.
What?
Let's tell stories. How did you know we do that at a unicorn sleepover?
That's one tradition we do here too.
Oh, good.
This is the true story, the Guardians of Harmony, and the beginning of Equestria.
I love this story.
Oh, good.
Once upon a time, there was a very special unicorn, as bright as the sun.
Aw.
One day, she was summoned by the princess to learn about friendship. She moved to Ponyville, met Earth ponies, unicorns, and Pegasi, who became her best friends. Together, they taught the power of unity and how to live in harmony to every pony in Equestria.
Yay.
One day, a magical accident happened. An Earth pony got hurt by a unicorn. The ponies started fighting with each other. Princess, wanting to protect her kingdom and all of the ponies in it, put all magic into 3 crystals before it got out of hoof. After
Oh.
that, ponies only felt safe with other Earth ponies. Unicorns with unicorns and Pegasi of a feather flocked together.
Oh,
the ponies trotted and flew as far as they could with their crystals,
Aw.
settling Zephyr Heights, Bridalwood, and Maritime Bay. And that's where they lived until now.
Wait, but that is not the true story at all.
Yes,
It's
it
not?
is. We pieced together the crystal part ourselves. Literally.
What have you heard, Misty?
You were right about magic being in Equestria at the beginning. Most of it came from another pony, who wasn't a pony at all, but an alicorn queen. Her magic was too powerful. Were jealous of her ability and wanted it all for themselves. Princess stole all the magic from the queen and hid it away somehow. Then the princess put an enchanted invisibubble around Equestria. The powerful alicorn queen could never find the magic, the kingdom of ponies, again. Queen was left alone, with only a shadow left of her strength and power, while the other ponies created towns built with her stolen magic.
What? That's the true version?
Oh, no.
Told you that.
No pony.
Nobody at all.
I may have made some of it up.
Ooh.
True. Made up. What difference does it make? Each story was great. Especially
Okay.
that alicorn queen part.
Oh.
So creative. So epic. Alicorn.
So, is this like an old Bridalwood pony's tale?
I've never heard it. But maybe that's just my own corner of the community. Did you say you grew up exactly, Misty?
Yeah, where did you grow up?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
One pony, and I probably gotta get going to get back. Bye.
But there was a
Misty,
sleepover. You can't leave.
This was all just for you.
Hey,
Aw.
didn't mean anything by all my questions. I was just trying to get to the bottom of things and figure out the real truth.
You want to know the truth? My first real sleepover in Maritime Bay has been a complete jinx-a-thon.
Aw.
That means failure.
Yeah.
Party's over.
But we don't have to start cleaning just yet. I know this didn't go as you planned, but the night is still young.
Yeah, we can still have more fun.
Yeah.
That's really sweet of you all. It isn't just Misty leaving. It's in a real celebratory sleepover without being in Bridalwood anyway. I just
Aw.
wish I could lay on the ground and stare up at the big branches of Bridalwood trees rustling above.
Aw.
It's what I always did when I felt unsparkly. I mean, I love living in the bay with all you ponies, but sometimes I miss my unicorn stuff so much. And I thought having Misty here would help.
What exactly do you miss about Bridalwood? Be specific.
Do you really want to hear?
Uh-oh. Careful. This could take a while.
Are you sure? The list is longer than my unicorn sleepover sing-along song.
Then I'm gonna have to get comfortable.
Tell us everything,
Ugh.
even if it takes all night the next day.
Oh, careful. She might.
I miss the Jinxie dances, horseshoe games, hot chili peppermint honeysuckle iced teas, the critter contest, the bunny corns, the wishy hug treat, learning how to hold my breath for long stretches so we can excitedly exclaim like this very much now.
Oh, dear.
I have to go. I have to get out of here. I already said too much. But I can't just leave. Not without that lantern. If I go back, they'll ask me more
Wait a
questions.
minute, she has a cutie
expose
mark.
my lies. Unless I pass them and bypass the elevator with some pony else's. But whose and how? Is it too late to tell those ponies that I was just kidding?
Oh, poor girl.
Ooh, fuzzy pops in the summer, funky horn fashions in the fall, lighting the glow pastel days.
Zip, can you distract Izzy while we redecorate?
But I don't think my help is gonna be necessary.
Come on, I need to bring a little bit of Bridalwood to the Bright House.
Aw, that's
Staring at the
nice.
starry sky. Unicorn corn cakes, sweet salty corn shaped strudel, knitting scarves for armadillos in the winter.
Okay, stop listing things, Izzy, because surprise!
Aw.
What is all this stuff?
It's stuff you said you missed from Bridalwood. Give or take a couple horn-shaped strudels.
Now you can lay down and look up at the branches, just like home.
I can't believe it. You guys did all of this just as I was talking?
Well, to be fair, you had a lot to say.
Oh, this is some pretty impressive unicycling too. Maybe you all have a bit of unicorn in you after all.
Oh, look, you're here.
I was hungry. I thought maybe I'll go out to the garden and harvest glimmerberries that I ate all myself, which is why I don't have any right now.
Oh, dear.
So glad you're back. I hope you know how welcome you are here. Look!
Yay.
Remind you of our sweet little hometown.
Yes. It's like I'm transported back in time. It's actually pretty incredible.
Look, the lantern.
Ba-ba-ba-ba! I, Izzy Moonbow of the Bridalwood Moonbow, start the unicorn sleepover ceremonies again!
Should we start with another unicorn song?
Oh, we don't have to.
We insist!
Really? Do you know the words
Aw.
to this one?
Don't.
But we can definitely try.
Okay. Blow your horns and glitter your hooves, the unicorn song. Hug your pony friends and have them sing along.
Roast some corn and pretty your puffs, the unicorn song. Your pony friends and make them smash a gong.
I actually love that lyric.
Aw. Aw. Don't do it, Misty. Ugh.
What took you so long? Did you find it?
This plan has been, well, more difficult than we originally anticipated. Don't worry, though I haven't picked up the lantern per se, have gathered plenty of info about their new magic. They believe a completely different story of the origin of Equestria. Oh, and they told me all about Dragonfire and how it changes cutie marks. We did a hoof reading and ate pony corn and did horn decorating.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Misty, horn decorating? Pony corn?
Uh-oh.
And hoof eating? Did you have fun with these puny ponies?
Maybe?
No, of course not. It was strategic hoof reading for gathering intel. But seriously, have you ever tried pony corn before? Because it's the best. I mean, the best way to trick the ponies into thinking I'm one of their friends.
Uh-oh.
They were gabbing, I was grubbing, getting a top secret info that will take us to the next
Uh-oh.
level.
I mean, good, but... Dun 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 dun! And as always, thank you to you hardworking people working so hard on the show! Roar! Ooh! Yeah, may have to think about this one, so ooh. So that was the traditional unicorn sleepover, and ooh, the plot definitely thickens. There was a lot that happened in here. Once again, there's kind of the main plot, and then there's the supervillain plot. So let's start with the main plot, which is, Izzy, misses having a unicorn friend and also misses Bridalwood itself, and I I could imagine that. The thing with these series is that a lot of stuff happens really quickly. You know, Izzy has just met these ponies, and now she's left her home that she's been in for pretty much forever and moved in with them. So yeah, so Izzy's missing her, you know, lifelong home, and I can totally understand that. I honestly thought that there were other unicorns in Maritime Bay, but maybe there are, maybe there aren't. But anyway, yeah, Izzy is totally excited about a new unicorn friend. Yay! It does seem a little early to be inviting this pony over to a sleepover. It's like, you literally just, like, met her, like, you know, a couple minutes ago. It's like, you know nothing about her. Yeah, the same thing with, like, you know, should we really be telling this pony that we know nothing about, you know, the dragon magic and how it works and all those sorts of things? However, at the same time, I kind of like the fact that the elevator to, like, the lantern of the Crystal Bright House apparently has some, like, hoof print scanner thing on it. But after seeing how the way the lantern's built, there's no door or anything at the top of it. So if Misty was a Pegasus that can fly, she could literally just fly up there and just take them. But I guess in some ways that's getting off topic for right now. All the other ponies here, other than Sunny and Hitch, all the other ponies have lived somewhere else for the rest of their lives. And now all of a sudden they've moved to this town that they know very little about and left all those things. So I could see them, you know, missing some of those things. And the sleepover itself was kind of interesting. It was kind of interesting to learn about all these things that, you know, unicorns do. I think having Izzy as, like, the main character during this plot actually, you know, made this episode probably a little bit more funny. Her friends are able to, like, you know, redecorate her space because she's just basically listing every single thing she misses in Bridalwood. Could you distract her? I don't think that'll be necessary. She's pretty distracted already. At the same time, I think that was a great resolution. I mean, it is a little bit difficult. Okay, how were you able to redecorate Izzy's room so quickly? But yeah, and it's like, well, it was a long list, but still. Overall, I think that plot was actually okay. So it's one of those things of, I'm not too surprised this plot happened. I almost expected it. But I'm glad that they, you know, handled it here, and they handled it pretty well. So, So now onto the supervillain plot. Aw, it's like, I love Misty. She seems so nice. Her story is so interesting because it's like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. I think that statement is probably true. Oh no! I have a feeling that Opaline doesn't exactly feed her chocolate-covered popcorn and stuff, so, That's kind of weird in some ways because Misty is allowed to, like, go out and do stuff, and you'd think that she'd be like, oh, that looks yummy, I'll eat that. This is great. But at the same time, it does appear that Opaline is pretty strict when it comes to those things, so, I guess because she doesn't want her to get any ideas of trying to leave. In terms of her ability of, like, trying to, like, blend in and sort of, like, sell this deception, I think she's doing it sort of an okay job, but not really that great. I kind of liked that Zip is already onto her, because, yeah, she's the detective. It kind of reminds me of a line from Chapter 1, had an instinct and followed it. Here, she's following her instincts. She can sense that there's something odd or something going on here, and she has to investigate it. At the same time, it's like, yeah, you just met this pony. I think it might be a little early to be going into, like, you know, detective mode, like, I'm keeping my eye on you. At the same time, however, in this instance, she absolutely should, because Misty is up to no good, to say the least. It is an interesting thought in itself, is that, you know, they are essentially the guardians of the crystals. They can't just let any pony in here. And again, that's kind of why I'm glad that they actually do have some, like, security measures, like the security, like, hoofprint scanner thing on the elevator, so that, you know, any pony can't just walk up there. These crystals are, like, the most important crystals in all of Equestria. And we actually got to learn about them here. And interestingly, we got to hear two versions of the same story. Unfortunately, as once said in a Star Trek episode, one of them lies. I'm gonna bet that it's Opaline, you know, not being very truthful here. It was pretty cool to hear, you know, Friendship is Magic referenced in some ways so directly, even though, yeah, we didn't get to learn any of their names, so it's not really that directly. But it was pretty cool that they referenced, you know, the previous generation. And I honestly think they're doing a good job at that. That if you've seen the previous generation, you're going to be like, oh, I remember that. But if you haven't, you're not going to be like, huh? And that's the balance that they have to walk. We kind of want to, you know, pay homage to the previous generation, but we don't want to make this inaccessible to fans of the new generation who may not have seen the previous generation. Still, I think they're doing an okay job of that, and again, it was interesting to hear two different stories of the same story. We got to learn a little bit more about Opaline and her story, that, oh, from her point of view, all the ponies got jealous of her, stole her magic, and then put them in the crystals, and then put them all over the Equestria so she couldn't find them. Interesting. My first thoughts on that is that, oh, maybe she attempted to steal all Equestrian magic, but then Twilight, and probably the main six as well, because of course Twilight doesn't do anything without her friends, probably were able to defeat her and then somehow take that magic out of her and then put that into the crystals. We learned why the crystals were separated. An Earth Pony got hurt by one of the other pony kinds, or maybe both. I can't remember. I have a short-term memory. But then after that, they decided, no, we want to just go on our merry ways. We'll take our crystals and we'll just go. And oh no. The ever interesting thing about this is, like, when did the main five figure all this out? I think the short answer maybe is that now that all the three pony kinds are, you know, friends and, you know, talking to each other now, is that maybe they, like, shared bits of the stories and everything, and through that we're able to piece together what overall happened, but who knows, maybe we'll learn more about that in the future. And I think they're doing a good job of exposition, because again, we don't know anything about Opaline, where she came from, her story, all those things. Instead of doing it as one big, like, giant, like, huge, giant exposition drop, that we're doing it, oh, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, and, you know, maybe changing up from the fact that, yeah, this is a Netflix series, so people are probably going to watch this probably within a couple days, so we don't have to worry about, oh, I think they're going to forget about when that happened, because, oh, that episode aired like 3 weeks ago. At the end of this episode, there's an interesting thing going on with Misty. It almost seems like, is she lying to Opaline? Because she was looking right at the lantern, and she's basically saying, oh, I haven't found the lantern yet. Could this be that she's turning to the good side? I hope so. She seems so nice. I kind of like the fact that she has to open the window and, like, hold out the compact to, like, talk to Opaline. Like, I'm not really sure that I want to say what I think may happen with Misty at this point. But let's just say, I don't know if she's so devoted to the cause as Opaline thinks she is. But at the same time, Opaline is kind of, wait a minute, were you having fun? You're not there to have fun, you're there to get me that lantern! Ah! So that could be trouble for Misty. And not to mention that Zip woke up and probably just heard everything that she said to Opaline. So yeah, if Zip was not on to Misty before, she is now. So... uh-oh. Yeah, so, things don't look good for Misty at the moment. And I find myself surprisingly, why am I on Misty's side? I should be against her. She is, after all, the minion of the supervillain. But I think it's because she doesn't really seem that evil to me. She's just unfortunately been raised by someone who's very evil and not very nice, so... Oh. I think she's actually kind of genuinely becoming friends with them, which is great for Misty, but not so great for Opaline, so, oh dear. So yeah, I think Misty is gonna be in a lot of trouble with both the main five and Opaline in the next episode. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the next episode, particularly because there's only 2 more episodes remaining, so with this series, nothing's the same anymore. It's like, I'm not even sure what these chapters are. Are these one part of a season? Are they sort of like a mini season? If this was a regular season, obviously there'd be a giant, huge, dramatic season finale, but if this is just like just one part of a bigger arcing season, we shall see. So, So overall, I think the main plot was okay, and it was one of those things of, yeah, I was almost expecting this, and I'm glad that they did handle it. They handled it okay, and I really liked to see in this episode, she was able to be both funny, but at the same time sad, but still being going back to funny again. And I did overall like Izzy in this episode. I think she handled this well, and I thought overall the main plot was actually okay. But I think it's the supervillain plot where this episode really is interesting, because we got to learn a lot of cool backstory, you know, what happened in the past with the crystals, and what happened with Opaline, and I actually liked what was going on with Misty, although unfortunately I think she's going to be in trouble one way or the other, so, ooh. But overall, I think this episode was actually pretty good, and it's definitely moving the bigger picture forward, and looking forward to seeing more. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong, and pony on. Blue Star out.